kids.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do it so that you don't miss any of my videos. So without any delay, let's get started. And today we are gonna learn about props in React. So we are gonna learn about a new concept, that is props in React, right? So first of all, we'll see what basically props are. So like without any delay, let's get started. Damn. So over here we have imported our React and React DOM. And then I've commented over here what basically props are. So React props are like function arguments in JavaScript. So they are like function arguments in JavaScript and attributes in HTML. So they are a combination of both. Like they are like the function arguments in JavaScript, but you give them like attributes in HTML. So let's see over here. We have a car component that is taking in a props object, right? So we are taking in a normal parameter over here like we give in a normal JavaScript, right? And we are just returning h2 I am a, and whatever props object we have, it's brand property, right? And then with an exclamation mark, right? And then I have a constant my element where we are creating an object of a car component, right? And we are passing it brand equals Ford. So what is going to basically the car component is a props object, right? So it is getting a props object where it has a brand key, a brand equals Ford key value pair, right? So over here basically it is getting basically a props object with a brand equals Ford key value pair, right? So it will show us I am a props dot brand, that is Ford, and then exclamation mark. So it will say I am a Ford, right? And then we are just rendering the my element, right? So it is showing us I am a Ford. Quite cool, right? And props is basically short for property. So over here you look that we are getting it like normal arguments in an object, right? Like we get in JavaScript, but we are passing the properties like HTML attributes. So it is a combo of both, right? So through props, you can pass data to component from another component. So through these props, we can pass the data from one component to another component. So over here, we have a car component that is taking in a props object, right? And it is returning us h2 I am a props.brand h2, right? And it is closing the h2, right? Then we have a garage component, right? I'll just comment this also. Then we have a garage component that is returning us a React fragment. It is all our code is React in a fragment, right? And in that we have a h1 heading 1 who lives in my garage, and then there's an object of our car component, and we are passing it brand equals Ford. So it will return us an heading 2 with I am a props.brand, that is Ford, and an exclamation mark, and we are just rendering the garage component, right? So it is showing us who lives in my garage. I am a Ford, right? And okay, right? So I just want to show you one more thing. Like for example, we want to call the component like normal JavaScript function call, right? So we want to do it normally. Then you will give the curly braces where you can write JavaScript. Then you give the component name that is basically a normal function and you are calling it, and then because it is accepting a props object, you will pass it an object which will have a brand property, and its value we can give Ford, right? So this will be also the same thing. This will also bring us the same result, right? So instead of using our component like HTML tag, we are just using it like a normal function, but you will mostly see it in codes being used like an HTML tag, right? Quite cool, right? So as props you can also give a variable, right? So you can also pass a variable also, right? So over here we have a car component, right, which is taking in a props object and it is just returning us the same thing, h2 I am a props dot brand, and h2 close. Then we have a garage component in which we have a constant car name that's value is Ford, right? So we have basically a constant car name whose value is Ford, right? And then we are returning a fragment in which we have a heading one, who lives in my garage, and then we have a car. We are basically just calling our over here we have a car object. We are passing it a brand, basically key, right? So in the props object there will be a brand key equals to, and then we are accessing the car name variable in brackets because it is basically a JavaScript variable, and to write to access anything of JavaScript or to write JavaScript in JSX, that is this JSX, then you have to give these curly braces and then specify the variable name. So over here basically we are passing the brand of variables value, that is Ford, and basically it will return us and heading to that with the value that we passed, that I am a, then whatever value we pass, and then an exclamation mark, right? So this is how you can pass a variable also, right, in the props, as props, right? So you can also give an object, right? So like you can pass a variable. Over here we have a same car component and a garage component. We have a constant car info object, right? So what we are doing over here in a fragment after the h1 tag, we are creating a car object and we are passing giving it one basically one key value. The key is brand. The props object has a key brand and its value is car info, right? So basically, right, so basically car info, is this working? Just run this. Okay, so it is running in the background, but over here let's see what is happening. So over here what is happening, we have a garage component, right? So I think there's some problem with this. I'll just reload this. It will just take a minute or so, not much. Then we'll just cd video and then npm start, npm start. Okay, so I was on the explanation till then. It is starting our server. I'll explain. Okay. Okay, so over here we are passing we have a brand key and its value is a car info object. So basically in a props object we have a brand key whose value is an object itself, right? So over here what is happening, if we are passing it a car info object, so basically it is getting a props object who has a brand property in which there is another props object, right? So basically the props object, right? So the props object over here in our car component, if we have a props object, so we are doing props dot and then we are accessing the brand object that we are passing over here, right? So we have accessed this object now and we are accessing its model property. So we are showing its model property, right? So model's value is Mustang, so it will show us I am a Mustang, right? So as we can see here, who lives in my garage, sorry, who lives in my garage, I am a Mustang, right? And this was a very simple tutorial on properties, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. Thank you guys, bye, stay safe, stay healthy and keep watching my videos. Dab!